Hi everyone, welcome back to the Comptia Network Plus course, SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. Although Simple Network Management Protocol, SNMP, certainly isn't the oldest protocol ever, it's still pretty old considering it was created way back in 1988, RFC 1065. SNMP is an application layer protocol that provides a message format for agents on a variety of devices to communicate with network management stations, NMSS, for example Cisco Prime or HP OpenView. These agents send messages to the NMS station, which then either reads or writes information in the database stored on the NMS. That's called Management Information Base, MIB. The NMS periodically queries or polls the SNMP agent on a device to gather and analyze statistics via GET messages. These messages can be sent to a console or alert you via email or SMS. The command SNMP walk uses the SNMP get next request to query a network for a tree of information. End devices running SNMP agents would send an SNMP trap to the NMS if a problem occurs. This is demonstrated in figure 18.8. Admins can also use SNMP to provide some configuration to agents as well, called set messages. In addition to polling to obtain statistics, SNMP can be used for analyzing information and compiling the results in a report or even a graph. Thresholds can be used to trigger a notification process when exceeded. Graphing tools are used to monitor the CPU statistics of devices like a core router. The CPU should be monitored continuously and the NMS can graph the statistics. Notification will be sent when any threshold you've set has been exceeded. SNMP has 3 versions, with version 1 being rarely if ever implemented today. Here's a summary of these 3 versions. SNMP v1 supports plain text authentication with community strings and uses only UDP. SNMP v2c supports plain text authentication with MD5 or SHA with no encryption, but provides get bulk, which is a way to gather many types of information at once to minimize the number of get requests. It offers a more detailed error message reporting method, but it's not more secure than v1. It uses UDP even though it can be configured to use TCP. SNMP version 3 supports strong authentication with MD5 or SHA, provides confidentiality, encryption and data integrity, and messages via DES or DES256 encryption between agents and managers. Get bulk is a supported feature of SNMP v3, and this version also uses TCP. Syslog. Reading system messages from a switch or router's internal buffer is the most popular and efficient method of seeing what's going on with your network at a particular time. But the best way is to log messages to a Syslog server, which stores messages from you and even timestamp and sequence them for you. It's easy to set up and configure. Figure 18.9 shows a Syslog server and client in action. Syslog allows you to display, sort and even search messages, all of which makes it a really great troubleshooting tool. The search feature is especially powerful because you can use keywords and even severity levels, plus The server can email admins based on the severity level of the message. Network devices can be configured to generate a Syslog message and forward it to various destinations. These 4 examples are popular ways to gather messages from Cisco devices: logging buffer on by default, console line on by default, terminal lines using the terminal monitor command, Syslog server. As you already know, all system messages and debug output generated by the iOS go out only the console port by default and are also logged in buffers in RAM. And you also know that routers aren't exactly shy about sending messages. To send a message to the YBT lines, use the terminal monitor command. So by default we'd see something like this on our console: October 21st, 17335565 link 5 changed, interface fast ethernet 00 change state to administratively down. October 21st, 1733515565 line proto 5 up down line protocol on interface fast ethernet 00 change state to down. And the router would send a general version of the message to the Syslog server that would be formatted something like this: sequence number, timestamp, facility, severity, mnemonic, description. The system message format can be broken down in this way: sequence number. This stamp logs messages with a sequence number, but not by default. If you want this output, you've got to configure it. Timestamp, date and time of the message or event. Facility, the facility to which the message refers. Severity, a single digit code from 0 to 7 that indicates the severity of the message. Mnemonic, text string that uniquely describes the message. Description, text string containing detailed information about the event being reported. The severity levels for the most severe level to the least severe are explained in table 18.1. Information is the default and result in all messages being sent to the buffer and console. Table 18.1, severity levels. Severity level explanation. Emergent severity 0, system is unstable. Alert severity 1, immediate action is needed. Critical severity level 2, critical condition. Error severity 3, error condition. Warning severity 4, warning condition. Notification severity 5, normal but significant condition. Information severity 6, normal information message. Debugging severity 7, debugging message. Understand that only emergency level messages will be displayed, and if you've configured severity level 0 but for example you opt for level 4 instead, level 0 to level 4 will be displayed, giving you emergency alert, critical error and warning messages too. Level 7 is the highest level security option and displays everything, but be warned that going with it could have a serious impact on the performance of your device. So always use debugging commands carefully with an eye on the messages you really need to meet your specific business requirements. SIEM, Security Information and Event Management, is a term for software products and services combining security information management SIM and security event management SEM. SIEM technology provides real-time analysis of security alerts generated by network hardware and applications. You can get this as a software solution or a hardware appliance, and some business sell managed services using SIEM. Any one of these solutions provides log security data and can generate reports for compliance purposes. The acronym SEM, SIM and SIEM are used interchangeably. However, SEM is typically used to describe the management that deals with real-time monitoring and correlation of events, notification and console use. The term SIM is used to describe long-term storage, analysis and reporting of log data. Recently, VCIM, Voice Security, Information and Event Management, was introduced to provide voice data visibility. SIEM can collect useful data about the following items: data aggregation, correlation, alerting, dashboards, compliance, retention and forensic analysis. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.